you prepare as thoroughly as you can. The guys play their asses off.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. Another game.
Listen, we talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
That you probably won't say it again.
I bet I do.
Okay.
Chris?
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. If they are who we thought they were, when we let them off the hook.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Gather around, Skull Brothers and Sisters. This is Skull World, brought to you by MinnesotaSports.com. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, at Skull World. Make sure you hit subscribe, like, and for sure leave a comment about what you think about day one in the books of JJ McCarthy at rookie minicamp. I'm going to talk about a few things, and that's, I watched the JJ McCarthy press conference. I watched the Kevin O'Connell press conference, even listened to a video of Tom Pelissero, or audio of Tom Pelissero interview on K-Fan, and this is what I got out of it. First of all, we got some news. Rookies that signed, Will Reichard, number 203, kicker out of Alabama, O-lineman Michael Juergens, number 230, and Levi Drake Rodriguez, number 232. Really excited about Will Reichard being a stable kicker in this league. I don't think he has the length of a lot of kickers out there, but accuracy was a huge issue for us, and that's what he's got in spades apparently. And then the other guy, Drake Rodriguez, Vikings really high on him. Really excited to get him in the 7th round. And he was, and I said this when we drafted the kicker. If you told me you would have drafted kicker before a D tackle, I would have bet the farm against it. They end up getting a D tackle in the 7th round. It's not a nose tackle by any means. He rushes the passer. He did it at a small school, but he was disruptive in the backfield. And also, he looks like Jason Momoa, so he is actually taking up the sexiest Viking over Nick Mullins. It's official. All right, so the thing that went down today, let's talk about it. This is apparently, and I'll talk about it, Skull Talk posted this. JJ McCarthy, first days of Viking practice, throws a pick 6 to Kyrie Jackson in 7-on-7. Kevin O'Connell said, let's see if we can survive play number 2 of your Vikings career. Now, it makes it sound like he threw his first pass in 7-on-7 drill was a pick. Now, great for Kyrie Jackson. That looks good for our cornerback room. Not so much for JJ McCarthy, and not a way you want to put your best foot forward on a pick 6. So Tom Pelissero talked about it in his interview, said that it was, I think he said it was like this, let's survive the second rep of this play. I don't know. But this he quoted, Skull Talk said he quoted it. Now, that being said, the Tom Pelissero, well, let's talk about Judd Zulgad. What he got out of it, he had a minute little short that he put out. His review of the practice said accuracy was a little bit of an issue for JJ McCarthy. A little bit. Okay. So there's some videos, and you talk about this pick 6. There's also a video someone put out of him just playing catch basically with a coach and him throwing off target. But overall arm strength looked good, he said, but accuracy was maybe a little issue, probably some jitters. Now, JJ McCarthy in his press conference also said that if they had this thing where, and Kevin O'Connell said it too, that they were really big on running, on not dropping the ball today. Said something about JJ McCarthy said something about if he throws 3 or less, they run, and if they hit the 3 balls hit the ground or less, they run. If 4 or more, he runs. And he says, well, you saw me run at the end of the practice, so that's how that turned out. Kevin O'Connell said overall, though, it looked that he was happy with it, that there wasn't that much drops. But again, overall theme was arm strength, and he looks like confident out there. Arm strength. He threw a nice little corner route that I saw right on the money, in stride towards the sideline, dropped it in there. It looked good. Now, there wasn't a whole lot out there, just a lot of, other than that, it was just some really short passes that I saw on video. On Twitter, I put the highlights out there. I put the videos I'm talking about out there. I shared them. So if you go to @SkullWorld, you can go look at that stuff. Now, the guy I like seeing, Dallas Turner, was there too in some videos of him, and he just looks like he can stand straight up and pick a dollar bill off the ground with his arms. His arms are so long. If you go look at his spider chart, it looks like a cookie got a little bite put out of it because it's a big circle because all the attributes are elite. The only thing is bench press, and usually guys with long ass arms like he does don't necessarily do the great at reps on bench, but it was acceptable. The thing we've missed over the years is having that freak athlete outside linebacker, because we've never ran a 3-4. Well, we're running 3-4 now, and we, my friend, have a freak athlete that we may, if JJ McCarthy, God forbid, knock on press particle board, would JJ McCarthy, for a God forbid bust, Dallas Turner is the saving grace of this draft class, because that was amazing being able to get him. Somehow, because I always ripping Viking stuff, I've met a guy that knows his dad and they're friends, and same, you know, it makes sense. Same age, says he was like a business acquaintance back in the day, or went to school with them, or something like that. He says that Dallas Turner and his family thought he was going much higher, and were disappointed with that. Not that he's disappointed about going with the Vikings, but they were at higher expectations. Now, admittedly, back in the day, I wasn't putting this out there, but I was saying I like Latu only because I didn't think he had going number 1 in defense, and 14 to, I think, Indiana, and Dallas Turner goes 17 to us. So hey, people like Latu. I don't know, so I was a little bit right, but honestly, Dallas Turner was the freak athlete that I wanted, that I've always wanted on defense. I just didn't think we'd get him. I thought he'd go at 8. If we missed out on the quarterback, I don't think he would be there. I thought we'd had to settle for Latu. Latu goes number 1, a defense player taken. Dallas Turner 3rd, 17. Dallas Turner, wow, he's only 21. The 2 videos I saw was him showing a little bit of his explosiveness and his arm length, because he was doing a pass rush against a blocking dummy, and you could just see how long he is. And then when he was doing the explosion underneath the shoulders, the rip move, they do against the blocking. Well, I don't know if it really moves, but blocking sled. And then he rips. You could see just the explosiveness, his physical body is just crazy. Liking this dude so much. But Jay, the big story is JJ McCarthy. The hype was real, palpable on Twitter. Go check it out if you can. Everybody's excited. Everyone wanted to give him a gold jacket. I saw the JJ McCarthy interception tweet, and I said, hey, we might have to delay that gold jacket. But anyways, day 1. Now, also big news, Tom Pelissero, and this is just his opinion, says he thinks that the Vikings will hold him out, or will tone it down with him when the press are there, because they want to manage expectations. They don't want to throw him out there throwing all crazy passes and having, you know, accuracy issues and it getting into the press. This is what Tom Pelissero thinks. Of course, he's a veteran reporter, and he thinks that they would say that for days that the press aren't there, but they were there. There wasn't that many. He says it was pretty modest when it come to routes and, you know, attempts and stuff like that. So he feels like they will hold him out, you know, hold him back a little bit to manage expectations early. Maybe they unleash him a little more in training camp, but right now they don't want, Tom Pelissero says they don't want to show him too much to the press. What do you think of that? Tell me what you think. Make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment, because you might be able to win a JJ McCarthy autographed jersey when I get to 3,000 subscribers. Skull Vikes, cue the music.
You prepare as thoroughly as you can. The guys play their asses off.
Playoffs? Don't talk about Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. Another game.
Listen, we talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
That you probably won't say it again.
I bet I do.
Okay.
Chris?
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. When we let them off the hook.
5, 4, 3,